Hey, random people out there on the internet. So in a recent video, I was trying to provide some guidance for those who might be wanting to get into woodworking. And I stated in that video that we could use pretty much a very minimal set of tools to do some projects and get started. You know, if you start small, you can use just circular saws and drills and things of that nature and make some pretty cool things pretty quick. Well, the next question is material. Um, if you've been tracking the price of hardwoods and things like that, you will probably come to the conclusion that this is a rich man's hobby, and you're not far from the truth. But there are alternatives. And by this, I mean we can acquire materials to make simple projects very cheap and sometimes for free. So let's take a look at this. So I got a bunch of stuff laid out here, and nothing here cost me anything. This is some leftover trim from a building. This was somebody's bed, I believe, and these were some strips of wood that somebody had left over and just gave to me. This was part of a 4-poster bed. This is some more trim that was left over from doing some work on my house. This is just a cut off from something else I made that's some real nice wood. This is actually the same thing as this once you take and sand it down and make it pretty smooth. This is one of several slats that go underneath a bed that somebody discarded and put out on the curbside, and I picked it up because it was free. And turns out this is some really good plywood. If you've been following my videos, you'll see I made an octagonal table, and I made it from these. I didn't spend any money for that. Another piece of furniture got tore up, and this is a piece of cedar that was left over. I think I'll make a birdhouse or something out of it. On that octagonal table, it was made of oak. I bought it for $19. I cut it into octagon, and these are the edges that were left over that I cut off of the edges. That'll make some nice trim for something. My point is that if you're new to this and you're really eager to get started, but you really don't have a big budget, you can look for lots of deals or even free material by visiting job sites, asking your friends, looking for curbside things that have been thrown away that are tore up, but they still have good wood. Let's step in the other room real quick and I'll show you an example of that. So as an example of what I was talking about, this is an entertainment center I picked up from Goodwill for $19. As it sits, I could probably try to refinish it and leave it as it is and, you know, give it away or sell it to somebody. But what I really want from it is the material. If I disassemble this, I'll have one nice big slab here. I'll have some nice trim pieces that I can use on a piece. And once I cut it and do different things to it, it'll look completely different than what we see now. Back to my point at hand, okay? If you want to get into woodworking and you're working on a budget, there are a dozen ways that you can get some material really cheap or a lot of times free. Like I said, visit construction sites. There's always cutoffs and things left over. If you're doing small projects, a little 2-foot board might be something you can use. You can go to the resale shops like Goodwill and Salvation Army or Habitat for Humanity. And a lot of times you can find material there that's really, really cheap. Another place, believe it or not, is a landfill. If you go to a landfill, most of them have resale shops, and they'll have furniture and things that people have thrown away. They have perfectly good wood that can be sanded down and reused. And so you can pick that up for pennies. And who knows, maybe you can make something nice out of it. So anyway, this is just a quick video to let you know that you do have alternatives for getting material. In an upcoming video, I'm going to show you how you can use rudimentary tools to build your first project. It won't be anything that's going to be a keepsake. It's not going to be quality furniture. It's going to be something that you can build yourself, put together yourself, and enjoy the art of woodworking. So for now, that's going to be it. I want to thank you for your views. Share the video, subscribe. In any event, as always, be safe.